Now, look, to the by-election on Saturday in the Upper Hunter. On the latest polls, the National Party are down 10% on the result of the last election. Labor are down 5%. So basically, not even a quarter of those polled want the Labor Party and barely 25% want the Nationals. One Nation, Mark Latham's team, weren't there at the last election. They have an extraordinary candidate in Dale McNamara. Everyone you see is suddenly in favour of coal mining. But as Mark Latham, the New South Wales One Nation leader, has said, each year the Singleton and Muswellbrook local government areas contribute over $1.1 billion in coal mining royalties and get back less than 10%. Mark Latham makes the point that last November, the Nationals, Liberals, Labor and Greens in the New South Wales Parliament voted 60 times in favour of 100% renewables. One Nation voted 60 times in favour of coal and the tens of thousands of jobs it provides. Dale McNamara was born and bred in Singleton, worked as a coal miner for 10 years. He's owned a pub, been a property developer. As a battler, from a humble start to a businessman, and an involvement in everything the electorate stands for: coal mining, agriculture, horse racing, hospitality. He's made a point, though, that doesn't reflect favourably on the New South Wales government who are trying to hold this seat, when he said, quote, "Our girls in Singleton are playing rugby league, rugby union, AFL and cricket, and they're getting changed in cars and toilets." He sensibly says the electorate can't survive without coal. He joins us tonight. Dale McNamara, thank you for your time. Singleton man, where did it all start? What was your first involvement with the coal industry?
Well, Alan, I started at Swamp Creek, Hebden Mining Company in the Upper Hunter. That mine supplied coal to Liddell Power Station. And tomorrow, Liddell Power Station, which I was told today, tomorrow is Liddell Power Station's 50th birthday. So, yeah, I was 13 when Liddell Power Station was built, living in Singleton. So, I think there's a lot of people that have grown up in the Upper Hunter that have been kept warm and kept cool.
Absolutely.
And kept the lights on for 50 years. So congratulations and salute Liddell Power Station.
Good on you.
Looked after the Upper Hunter for 50 years.
But Dale, do you find it amazing now that every party now is in favour of coal, until Saturday night, of course?
Well, they seem to have found that the fact that One Nation was the first party to bring up the royalties of $1.1 billion.
That's why I'm talking to you.
Yeah, Alan, guess what? Now they've all realised that money's gone down there, and John Ballaro's running around the Upper Hunter like Santa Claus, just handing out plenty of money. Well, where have they been for the last 40 years?
Good point.
In the Upper Hunter, getting the money.
Good point.
I just hate the fact that we've been taken for granted so long, Alan, and we need a change.
What kind of reaction are you getting, Dale? The most recent poll has you trailing the Nationals on 25%, Labor on 23%, shooters, fishers and farmers on 16%, you're on 11%. What have you got figures that tell a different story?
Well, mate, I think the polling at Singleton in the last 2 days, I think the main parties have realised that, people have had enough. Yeah. And again, Alan, I look at the agricultural people of Merriwa. We've got two plagues at the moment in the Upper Hunter, Alan, and one's the mice and one is the bureaucrats that are running around our beautiful Upper Hunter, invading our beautiful alluvial soils with these crazy power lines, invading our people that have got rural land they've worked hard and they want to stick these stupid wind farms on them.
Absolutely.
And then we've got now, I guess what? Our Prime Minister wants to put a gas-fired power station at Curry. Curry's getting more residential development around it than probably anywhere in New South Wales. And this guy wants to stick a gas-fired power station in their backyard.
Good on you. They're big issues. You're a very good candidate. Good luck.
We've got to... Good on you, mate. Thanks, Alan.
No, what are we going to say then?
Well, we've got a perfect spot for a new coal-fired power station at Bayswater number 2.
Absolutely.
It's there. It's approved. Build it.
Good on you.
And look after our people on the land.
Absolutely. Okay, there he is, Dale McNamara. And the reason I think this bloke's an outstanding candidate is he's not a blow-in, and they have argued in favour of the coal industry consistently and persuasively. And if you're talking economic growth, you need cheap, available and reliable energy. And without nuclear, coal gives you that. I've said it a million times. Dale McNamara. I'll tell you what this bloke has, something a lot of politicians don't have. He's not a fake. He's not a fake. Dale McNamara, One Nation, the candidate in the Upper Hunter by-election on Saturday. And I must say, the great disruptor, Malcolm Turnbull, is supporting an independent and has made a donation to her campaign. The treachery is breathtaking. But he stays in the party. I'll tell you next week about someone who was expelled from the Liberal Party. But when the legal odds mounted against the expulsion, they ran for cover. Malcolm Turnbull can support an independent in a seat the government must win, but still remains a member of the Liberal Party. Don't blame Turnbull. Blame a gutless Liberal Party for letting him get away with it.